challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
The top round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Goes for the throw. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player one has them legit shook in the corner. Both fighters are sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be prime time to let it rip. On dangerous turf. Easy to attack at this range. Life lead opens up. Goes to KO. Player two takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Opt for the free flow kicks to get a drink in. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Player one holding on to that corner advantage. Still scrapping for control of the space. Genius read. Jumps in. Big blow up. Shows the medium kick. What's the next move? Player two, the low. Big time whip. Perfect execution with the anti-air. And it's through pile driver. There's no escape. What's next? What'll be the plan here? Gotta be careful. What a finish! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. A jump change of plan. Ooh, what a smart blow. Player one needs to use the threat of the corner here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Both fighters wrecks them. Turning it right up with a super. Come on. It's time to straight. This could really tip the scales. This might be a pivotal super arc. Throws him from above. Amazing. Looking for a hold. Player two rushes in. Pods nothing but air. Okay, here we go. No! Critical arc out. Player one doesn't check the throw. Player one really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Time to get down to business. The first round starts now. Checks with a medium kick. Okay, both fighters have taken a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. The fighters take a step back to reassess. Time for a new game plan. Plenty of space between the two fighters, but who will decide to close the gap? Goes for the command grab. Just goes for it to stop the opponent's flow. That counter's got to have rattled them. With the throw. Big low reaching heavy. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive. What a finish. Great lead on the life gauge there. Player two takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? That's some big juicy damage on that counter. Player one has the life lead. Can they use it? There's still a lot of fighting to be had. It's anyone's match. Looking to plan them with a pile driver. Drive reversal. Earns a breather to reset the situation. Player one needs to use the threat of the corner here. Experiencing burnout. Both fighters hit them with a stopping block. Burnout activates. No escaping that. Player two brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. So, what are our fighters planning in this opening round? Reads them. Stays cool and counters. Impressive reactions there. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Throws them to start the corner pressure. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. The jump in is denied. Forward throw, not letting them out of the corner. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. With the throw. Porter makes it hard to escape. Burnout activates. Looking to plant him with a pile driver. Player 2 has depleted their drive in, but they are still within range to win this round. Sneaks in the throw. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Swagger step. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side step.
Come on. It's time to trade. Terrible.
Ooh, they're gonna feel that. Here we go. Player 2 is working with a better game. What can they do with it? They were expecting that drive-in. Hits them with a stop and block. Looking to plant them with a pile driver. Drive gauge is almost out. No heavy. Both fighters planning something? Burnout activates. Drops him hard. Dangerous range here. Drive rush. What a finish! Player 1 brings it home. Let's
Here comes a new challenger.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
The pleasure is mine.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Good anti-air. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're gonna eat tons of damage. Strings it all together. Nice Manejadore. Getting those throws all pumped up. Coming through. Throws them to negate the block. All right, what's coming up next? Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Player 2 is in there. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Goes for the jump in to start. Hits him with his free throw. Jumps in. Side switch in the corner. Both fighters planning something. Fights out of the corner, back to the center of the stage. Does a good job escaping the corner. Looking for a chance. Not much sliding in. Ooh, let's go. Swan Lake is on fire now. It's too much. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done. Goes for the rush down to start. They're on a mission. Decides to buff up while they can. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Good job here in giving themselves a chance to gain the upper hand. Holds out with the block. Decides to meet them in the air. All right, what's coming up next? The jump in is denied. Reacts to the throw. Will this super art connect? Blocks it just in time. They must have anticipated a super art coming. Jumps? The Porter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? KO! Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Impact's a no-go. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. They're waiting for the opportunity to bust this match wide open. Still scrapping for control of the space. Connects with medium kick. Springs forward with a drive rush. Closes the distance. Player one can't use any drive moves without burning out. Drive rush to keep it going. Both fighters, nice counter. Risky uppercut throws him. Charges forward. And experiencing in there. Player two brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow up here? No good up high. Blocks the jump in. Player two has the life lead. They've got a small life lead, but it's not over. Player two pushes the opponent into the corner. Misfire with the drive impact. What's the play here? The drink level's up to 4. All options are on the table. Sticks the combo. Decent damage. What's next? On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Got some big juicy damage on that counter. Alright, what's coming up next? Life lead opens up. Porter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? The drink level's at 4. All inhibitions are out. Impact finish! It was more than enough. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Lands a punish counter for the first hit. Nice Manish Dore, getting those throws all pumped up. The opening on that impact. Will they take it? Handle with care. You can't stop driving that. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter.
Come on. It's time
Level
to
3 super! Spending that meter like it's nobody's business. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Throws them forward and maintains the corner hit. Hits them with his free throw. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Going in? Their will to win is really being tested here. Barely blocks the jumping. Sees the overhead coming. KO! That's what happens when you capitalize on all of his chances.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
the top.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Puts one in the pocket. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 1 has them legit shook in the corner. Oh, easy tech. Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart drive moves. Perfect. Takes the round without getting touched. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Player 2 has a slight life lead. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Hits him with his free throw. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Going in. Jumps in. There's a change of side. Links it. Are we going to see a comeback here? The Triglav skewers him, throws him. Player 1 is in a very good spot. Both huge chance after that wall splash. No drive left now. Uses that wall pressure. Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Goes with a safe stuff with that target combo. Puts one in the pocket. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Goes for the throw. Closes the gap for the grab. The fighters are matching each other move for move going into the midway point of the match. Player 2 is in burnout, drives off the table, takes a trip. At this range, springs forward with a drive rush. Player 2, drive rush to keep it going. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Player 1, holds Roses with the throw. Hitting them with the smart stuff. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Drive reversal. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Throws them to start the corner pressure. Both fighters planning something? Player 1 moving to impress. This super
It's time to
uses
drink.
the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Backs them into the corner in a hurry. Genius read. Goes for the rush. Experiencing burnout. They must have a game plan here with the critical art on deck, but executing that plan is the key. A real tap. Oh, and with a rush. Revolve ices. These fighters are swinging for control of the match. Who's gonna take it? Uses the teleport. Oh boy. Both running empty on drive. Nails the 3-ball. Player 2 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. This is a critical moment. Both of them back forward rush. Player 1 is gonna get the tip with the low heavy. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Uses their drop game. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Solid anti-air. They just said, get that jumping out of here. All in with a rush. What's next? The overhead denied. Curls them from above. What now? Backs off. Getting it all on the drive rush. Player 2 is in a very good spot. Burns out. Player 2 is looking at a grim Frozen. Oh, he drive rush. Boots him and takes a swing. In with the Luminous. Ooh, what a smart blow. Who will set the bait at this range? Player 2 can't use any drive. Uses the teleport. Connects with the throw. Closes in. Who's gonna take it? Oh, drive rush. Awesome. Player 1 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win.
Here comes a new challenger.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
The top player is
Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Lots of aggression from both sides. No good up high. Player 1 has them legit shook in the corners. Nice solid counter. Knockdown. The jump-in is denied. Very solid corner switch. Box him with a target. Strings it all together. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. This is the first drive from in there. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Hits them with a stopping block. Goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna play going on the offensive? Max S engages. Unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. Pokes with a medium kick. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. Shuts that down with a parry. Quick dash in. That's the counter. Going in. Just goes for it at this range. The super doesn't hit. Just hits a good spot. Use the super.
It's time
Are
to
they
trade.
dead off this super? It's too close to call. Are they dead? Oh, they're dead! What a way to close it out! Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to go all in. Throws them to negate the block. Tries to bait him with the projectile. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Trips him up. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're going to eat tons of damage. Tons of drive and help to work with. Looking for a way to incorporate their drive. Blocks the jump in. Did well to get the buff in there. Projectile to try and change the situation. Opts for the throw. Sees the overhead coming and blocks it. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Parries the projectile. Player two is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Nails the anti-air. Okay, oh. Player one mixed up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Projectile to try and change the situation. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they use the gig for a super arm.
Come on. It's time to
Level
trade.
3 super! Spending that meter like it's nobody's business. Counting on the super to do the job. Player 2 is working with a better game. What can they do with it? What separates the good from the great in this game is smart game management. Play a super art. The super doesn't hit. Dashes forward. Knockdown and... Their will to win is really being tested here. Tatsu's out of the quick dash. Hit, burnout activates. Going in. Player experiencing burnout. Pump tap to close it. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can...
A new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Hope you're not a sore loser.
Round one.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match gonna go? How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Side switch. Now they're on the defensive. Gets out of the corner. Deftly shuts out the jump in. Both sides looking for an opening. Will they build meter or just go all in on each other? Knockdown. Player two chases them down. Takes a trip. Sees it coming and blocks it out. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Taking stock. In a dire situation, opts for the throw to close it out. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Time for a drink. Player 2 had an impressive round while managing their drive game. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. What'll happen here? Hit them with a stop and drop. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Knockdown and pushes out of the corner with a drive reversal. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Player 1 will need to play it conservative until they're rushed out of Earth, cranking it up. Play it all the throw connects. Quick breather. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Player 2 breaks through with the throw. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Big counter. Well-timed command throw there. Player 1 has the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. The damage is really piling up now. You can see how cornering your opponent is such an effective gameplay. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. What a clutch side push there. Now they need to capitalize on this chance. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Player 2 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Going in, Player 2 will look to apply pressure. In there! Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Have the radar up and running. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Forcing them to block the drive impact near the corner is a very smart play on their part. Checks with a medium kick. Very! Are they trying to bait a throw? They may have something up their sleeve. Goes with the stage. It's a good spot. Use the super. Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business. Big super hit. It's on. Player 1 needs to use their SA gauge for their flawless round. They got him so quick. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Backstep rolling attack. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Player 1 in with the cross. Excellent jump in. Jump! This may turn into a big chance. Player 1 needs to take advantage of this cage despair. Who will send the bait at this range? Sticks out a kick. The jump in is denied. Drive attack misses. This could lead to some big flatline zone. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Backstep rolling attack. Decides to puff up while they can. Backs them into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Grabs up. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Knockdown. The jump in is denied. Vertical rolling attack. Get out of here. Player 2 needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. Who will capitalize on an opening first? Takes in the throw. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They exchange blows. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Charges forward. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Oh, it's a good spot to use the super. Super 3 activated. Taking a chop out of them. Does it get wilder than this? Player 2 is experiencing burnout. Showing some real tenacity, doesn't let up and gets the stun. This round may be as good as over. Both fighters planning something? Player 2 is gone critical. What's gonna happen? KO. Player 1 brings it home. Let's...
Here comes a new challenger.
Ho ho, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
The top player is here.
Don't expect me to be a pushover.
Round 1.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Good anti-air. Wow, shut down. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match going to go? How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. That was a solid anti-air. Consistent anti-air is huge because shutting down the air game will let you dictate the pace of the match much easier. Time's the only thing moving here. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Was looking for that jump attack. Sees the overhead coming and blocks it. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Throws out a projectile. That's some big juicy damage on that counter. That drive impact is blocked. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Jumps? Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. They both have full, brushes that off and keeps going. Chin right kick for a mix-up. Uses the gig for a super arm. Scared money don't make no money. Spends it all for the Shinryu Ripper. Wow, that's some big-time damage there. You've got to be mindful. Springs forward with a drive rush. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. All the throw connects. Both fighters planning something? We have Super Art on deck. Drive rush to keep it going. Meets them air to air. And they create an solid anti-air. Punish counter sets the table.
This is our destiny.
This is gonna kill. No doubt about it.
Gets got.
Lifeline zone. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Decides not to rush in without a plan. Anti-air is the front. Hits him with a stopping power. Feeling a real one. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Pokes him and takes a swing. They're back into the corner now. Chases them into the corner and will now look to do some damage. Looking for a hole. Player 2 has the super gauge advantage. Free flow strikes. Good parry. They're using a fireball to force a reaction. Quick medium poke. What? Block anti-air. In with the luminous. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Gotta do better than that. Blows them away. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for him. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Knocked him out of the air. Throws a fireball. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by dragging them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Player one is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Decides to spend the meter, brings out the super art. How is it gonna work out for them? Both fighters planning something? Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Finishes with the throw. Player two takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Throws them to negate the block. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. They exchange blows. A quick breather, drive rush to keep it going. Opts for the free flow kicks to get a drink in. What'll happen? He brushes that off and keeps going. Jumps, barely blocks the jump in. Smart play with the they're going for the super art. The super doesn't hit. Player two is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. We're at a standstill, but we may see an eruption soon. Throws a fireball. Doing some quick planning? Going on the offensive? You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Quick breather. This is a bad situation to be in. Goes for the fireball. Kick out of nowhere. Player two brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Shoots off a fireball up close. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? The impact gets blocked. Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Oh! Brushes off the throw. They get the distance they want. Let's see their approach. Decides to go in with the target combo. Trips him up. Player one is just about out of drive after that. Managing their drive gauge well here can open up a lot of good chances for them later in the round. Managing that drive gauge is gonna get tricky. They can't keep track of these corner switches. That drive impact doesn't get through. Nails the overdrive arrow kick. All right, what's coming up next? Checks with a medium kick. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. KO! Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Brushes that off and keeps going. Jump. Decides to meet them in the air. There's the wall splat. They can't do anything now. Player one will look to apply pressure here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Time to reassess the situation. Out of range. Relatively safe. Pokes with a medium kick. Closes the gap. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Player two has the chance to win the round if they can put their drive to good use. Quick dash in. Zones with the fireball. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. The fighters return to the middle of the stage. Jumps up. Wrecks them. G-right kick for a mix-up. Opts for the critical art. Are we gonna see a comeback here?
Sit down and shut up!
Gets her plate ready. Damage is on the menu. Tries to bait out a reaction to a fireball. Springs forward with the drive rush. Closing moments of the match. Whoa, what a finish! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Crowns them from above. Player one managed their drive gauge well to create lots of opportunities for themselves. Let's see if they can maintain this rhythm. Tons of space between the fighters now. What are they cooking up? Player one is in a pretty good drive rush. Closes the distance. Player one, forward throw, laying the pressure on Finn. going wild with the throws in the corner.
Getting it right up with the super.
Come on. It's time
Get
to
to the
trade.
Saiho Connect. Jamie's gonna show all those OGs that there's a new player in town.
Excellent throws them. How long can this offensive assault continue?
Jump drive in back misses.
Amazing.
Punish counter sets the table.
Turns out they were spitting on their leader for this super art.
Cashes out on a Shifushira.
What now?
Cool sets the bait at this range.
Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible?
A jump goes to the air.
Player 2
Can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe.
throws us in. Are you kidding me? Player 1 is gonna be watching replay.
Here comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
The top player is
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. And the throw ends the round. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Did well to get the buff in there. Slips the grab. Reads the throw and shuts it down. Big throws.
Knockdown and
Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Player experiencing burnout. Both fighters planning something? Medium kick hits. You've got to be mindful of reaching jump-ins at this range. Jumps up. Strikes back with the overdrive arrow. Blocks. Burnout activates. Not much life left.
clutch anti-air.
Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible?
Closes it out.
Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Can't tech the throw. Was well in range to score the throw. They drive rush to try and keep up the attack. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. Player 2 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. Blocks the ambiguous KO. Player 1 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. How will they take advantage of everything that big opening ready to be taken advantage of after that clearing? Connects with medium kick. Overdrive Hadouken. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Knockdown and gets the throw and continues on the offensive. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Medium kick hit. Hits him with his free flow. This is gonna hurt. Going in? Ooh, what a smart blow. One chance springs forward. What a finish! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Immediate jump. Flushes that off and keeps going. Dashes. Connects with the throw. Player 2 is in a very good spot. Reversal. Plenty of them. Full gauge it. Walls flat into the guard break. The back throw for damage and vital positioning. Hulk finds the target.
Come on. It's time
Get
to
to
trade.
the Saiho. You better not play with us, boys, quicker than a freaking hiccup.
What now? Goes to the air. Player 2 needs to take advantage. This is gonna hurt.
combination with the anti-air. Ugh, take a seat! Ah, genius read with that throw escape. Awesome!
I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one.
Here comes a new challenger.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
Nowhere to run.
Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play.
Nice.
Finds the time to squeeze in a buff. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Trips them up. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Puts one in the pocket. Strings it all together. Capitalizes on every mistake and picks up the perfect KO.
Round two.
Player one sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. They trade hits, and now jumps. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Escapes the corner to reset the situation. Checks with a medium kick. Medium experiencing burnout. Knockdown and Clench springs forward with the drive rush. Okay, so you can use drive rushes just like that to launch attacks from much further away. Player two will look to apply pressure here. Going in, all the throw connects. Player two holding on to that corner advantage. Doesn't let up and gets the KO. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Opposite creates space to start. The last round. It's now or never. Player one needs to use that drive gauge better if they want to take things back. Will Super Art do anything?
Come on. It's time to train.
Lands the super art. They gotta keep
All the throw connects. Okay, drive rush.
carries them all the way to the corner in one
Perfect catch. Player one needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. Looking for a hole.
all in with a rush.
Amazing. Medium kick into. What's next? Forward rush. Noticeable life lead as a comeback closes in. A jump in. Scuffle. Ransom. I can't believe it. Player one is in a very good. Are you kidding me? Player two has
Gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage.
back to start.
They're not taking any chances.
Doesn't miss a beat, brushes that off and keeps going. Jump, barely blocks the jump in. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Trips them up. Player two has not been shy about using their drive gauge. Managing that drive gauge is gonna get tricky. The drink level's at 4. All inhibitions are out the window. The fighters are matching each other move for move going into the midway point of the match. Does a good job of pushing back. Knockdown. Connects with medium kick. Hits him with his free flow. Gets him. Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on.
Both fighters nails the overdrive arrow kick. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range.
The fighters return to the middle of the stage. Escapes the corner to reset the situation.
Max SA gauges, unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. Player one looking to impress. This super.
It's time
The
to train.
Getsuga Saiho hits. We're about to see a freestyle frenzy with no retakes. Player one will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Oh no, they're stunned. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Are they going to be able to come back and stack victory? Closes it out. Player two brings it home. Let's see if they can build it.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Jump in finds the mark. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Let's off a projectile to waste time. Trying to control their opponent here from a distance. Carries the projectile. Saw the projectile easily. They'll want to be careful of positioning here while on the lookout for more projectiles. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireballs. Does a good job of pushing back. Player two is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Life lead opens up. Uses their drive to maximize their damage. Drive rush to keep it going. Jumps in. Both fighters are weighing their options and looking for an opening. Connects with medium kicks. They need to rely on their instincts. In there! Player one with a big first round pickup. Can they close it out? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. Drive rush to keep it going. The properties and attacks get from a drive rush make them a great tool for creating chances like that. Player two needs to use the blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Both fighters planning something? Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Player one has the chance to win the round if they can put their drive to good use. KO! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Air slasher! Both fighters look to set things up as they continue to jostle for position. They're waiting for the opportunity to bust this back wide open. Super hearts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. What'll happen here? Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Oh, could be the start of something. Reads the jumping perfectly. They just said, get that jumping out of here. More fuel to the fire. Cook them up.
It's time to
Spend
train.
it all on the super. Not just one bit of power. Slams the super. There's the burnout. Player two is looking at a throw. Is denied. What a read. Player one can't let this simmer. They gotta start looking. Rushes in. How did they read that throw? Blood anti-air. Player one has a full drive gauge, but is on the brink of death. Noticeable life lead is a comeback absolutely relentless. Hit out of nowhere. I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Jumps?
Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. They get the wall splat, and now the opponent is defenseless. Alright, what's coming up next? Player 2 needs to saw that jump in coming from a mile away and parries it perfectly. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Knockdown. Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart drive beats. Life lead opens up. Can't tech the throw? So they break forward to pressure the opponent. A quick breather.
Time's almost up. Gotta hurry. HQK. Oh. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
They've both showed their hands a little bit.
Delivers the pain right to their doorstep.
Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage.
Drive rush to keep it going.
Okay, so you can use drive rushes just like that to launch attacks from much further away. Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some going on the offensive?
They may be fun. Meets the jump in with a perfect parry.
A quick breather.
Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here.
They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch.
Jumps? Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here.
This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Takes the opponent out of the air. This is a chance to dictate the pace.
Jackknife maximum cuts clean through him. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Rips the slasher out.
Springs forward with a drive rush.
Finishes with the throw.
That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet.
Sticks the jump in. An aggressive attack. Handily escapes the throw. These two fighters are perfectly synced. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Knockdown. Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. Opts for the throw to close it out.
Player 2 picks up the first round.
That'll give them a psychological advantage. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now?
Grabs them.
Springs forward with a drive rush. The properties that attacks get from a drive rush make them a great tool for creating chances like that.
Hits them with his free flow. Player 1 needs to use drive rush to keep it going.
Breaks the block with a throw.
Oh, feints?
Medium kick hits.
Rush. Looking for a chance. Grabs and throws him away. Both fighters planning something?
Easily escapes that throw attempt. Not much life left, but their drive usage sneaks in the throw. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances.